In Johannesburg today, Cosatu Union, sympathetic to expelled General Secretary Zwelinzima Vavi and Numsa, suffered massive defeats at the Special National Congress. In the end, it all came down to numbers, and they lost in the votes on the credentials and agenda. They pushed hard, forcing the debate to come to a vote. It was a dramatic day, with the media kicked out of the Congress during the heated debates, an unprecedented move in Cosatu's history. Now, for the latest, or to set up day two, our very own reporter Yolisa Njamela is at Gallagher Estate to give us a quick update. Good morning.
It's a very good morning indeed, Ibn. Like you're saying, rightfully so. It was a long day yesterday. As a result, it would seem like comrades and delegates were exhausted, as well as the media, because the comrades are only trickling in now. We understand that the buses have just arrived, but it was actually supposed, this Congress was actually supposed to have started a few minutes ago at 9 o'clock, but clearly it's not going to start at that time. We're hoping, of course, that it will not start as late as it did yesterday. Most of the hours were spent deliberating on credentials. 10 hours later, the comrades had to vote at some point, and those who were supporting that the motion be tabled and that the agenda be adopted won the first round. Those who clearly didn't want that were overwhelmingly defeated. Now, we know, of course, that today the agenda has been adopted already. It's leadership and unity and cohesion. But to talk more about the issues moving forward, we're now joined by one of the national office bearers of Cosatu, current leadership, James Tyotyo. Thank you so much for joining us. We understand the comrades and the delegates were tired because everyone left very late yesterday. Why did it take you so long to deal with the credentials?
Yolisa, it took us very long because there were those of us, by of us I mean some delegates, were disputing first and foremost the credentials of Numsa, a new metal and engineering union that has been accepted by Cosatu. They were disputing that. They were also disputing the standing of the second Deputy President, a matter that was sealed a long time ago by the Central Executive Committee. So that what took us that long, but we had to put everything to a vote when we were not in agreement.
But James, is this a matter of a reflection of the disunity that you have within Cosatu? Because those kind of things surely should be dealt with within 2 or 3 hours.
Look, Yolisa, I can't say disunity or not, but what was clear to us as Cosatu leadership, there were preparations to disrupt this Congress. That is why it took that long. You are right. Every Congress, when it is organized, the first thing that is done is the allocation of delegates to each and every affiliated union. That was done in time. And there was no query around the delegation to this Congress.
But James, the theme of your Special National Congress is cohesion and unity. Yet you've got people you have expelled. They're people who are out in the cold, so to speak. Numsa, Vavi, and the 9 unions who have boycotted the Central Executive Committee meetings for a long time. So your critics are saying, you're just doing this for show. There's no unity that you're going to attain after this.
Look, we have dismissed Numsa because they have conducted themselves in a way that is not allowed by the constitution of Cosatu. If we dismiss anyone for misconduct, it is not an indication of disunity, but it means Cosatu is taking the necessary action where deviant behavior is observed.
You were complaining to me a little earlier that there's a lot of misinformation that we as the media are peddling. But perhaps you should be expecting that because you chucked us out and you barred the media from covering the deliberations and everything.
We had to close that session, Yoli, We didn't chase you away, but we did not want the media to be privy to those discussions. Hence, we are going to organize a media briefing now and take you through everything that happened yesterday. We want to do that so that we quell the misinformation that happened when the media was not inside the Congress.
Well, James Tyotyo, thank you so much for joining us. I'd like to expose him, though. He is the one who was tracing us out, in fact, yesterday and calling us by name. So he did bar us. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Eben, that's it from us for now. We continue with the conversations, of course, throughout the day.
Thank you, Yolisa. You guys doing a fantastic job there at Gallagher Estate, bringing you this very important day.